Hello and welcome. Now this is the kind of video I don't normally do, which is I'm not going to call it a reaction video because I have actually watched this trailer several times already, so if I was pretending to react to it, it'd be very fake. But I wanted to share some of my thoughts watching it because, oddly enough, last night on the stream we were discussing the Ahsoka trailer and wondering when it was going to be released, and of course the next day here it is. So let's get into it. Well, I'm going to pause and discuss things as I get along to it. So let's give it a go.
War is inevitable. One must destroy in order to create. We are no Jedi.
I started hearing whispers of Thrawn's return as heir to the Empire.
Now that's a very familiar line. It's nice to have a nod to the books, and of course, working on Heir to the Empire as an animated adaptation, it's very exciting for me to hear the name dropped like that. Let's carry on.
What happens when we find Thrawn?
Power, such as you've never dreamed.
New
I've
Republic
spent
fleet.
most of my life fighting a war.
Heir.
That's why
Chopper.
I'm trying to convince you to help me prevent another one.
Mon Mothma.
You and I both know who could help you with this.
She's still just as stubborn as ever.
So you've got an E-wing here. It's nice to see one of those in a live-action thing. I don't think we've seen an E-wing in any of the other Disney canon material so far. So this is a nice little return here. And
I bet your master found you difficult at times.
Anakin never got to finish my training. I walked away from him, just like I walked away from Sabine.
You never made things easy for me.
we've got this droid here. And I've seen people say it's a callback to an old Kenner R2 toy. But I'm also noticing the colour here, and it's green. And it also made a whistling noise, so I'm wondering, is this Whistler, and are we going to see Corran Horn as the pilot of this E-Wing? We know that Corran has been reintroduced because he appeared as a child in the Kenobi series. And he was kind of he wasn't even named on screen, it was just in the credits. You don't do that unless there's a plan to do something with the character, so maybe we're going to see some of that. Now, I remember Whistler was green in the book because he's Corran, his X-Wing was green, his flight suit was green, it's all part of the, and his Jedi costume was green as well because of the Corellian Jedi robes. It's all part of the Corsac thing, so I'm just wondering, is this Whistler? And I guess we'll find out in about a month's time. I don't know if anyone else has spotted that. There are other things in the trailer I think probably got a lot more attention first, but I thought I'd just share that.
Master.
As a Jedi, sometimes you have to make the decision no one else can. But I'm counting on you to see this through.
Nice haircut. Sometimes we have to do what's right, regardless of our personal feelings.
Buckle up.
Looks like a Pergo.
If we don't stop Thrawn, everything.
So I did go to Celebration, and they showed a different version of the first trailer back in April. And it was only shown to people at the Ahsoka panel, which I was lucky enough to attend. And they showed Thrawn's face, and it was this clip. This is what we saw. And although they did show the trailer again a second time at the end of the panel, obviously recording was not allowed, and so it wasn't possible to get a good glimpse because you just see him for a brief moment and then he's gone. So this is good because you can actually pause it and have a good look at what they've done. And if you notice, they actually have included the lumpy lines on his face that he had in Rebels. It's very subtle here. Obviously in Rebels it's much more pronounced because it's an exaggerated art style, but they have included that there. Anyway, this is finally people can see Thrawn's face who were not at Celebration. So let's carry on.
Will be in vain. You have no power.
Anakin spoke highly of you.
I'm not here to discuss my past.
We have a lot of work to do.
Once a rebel, always a rebel.
Alright, so I'm not going to go into speculation on the story. I'm sure there's plenty of videos about that, and I'm more interested in just waiting to see what happens. But I just wanted to share those thoughts about seeing Thrawn's face, and of course the Whistler thing. Could be wrong about that. It's just something that I couldn't help but think about when you see the ship appear. So obviously August 23rd we're going to get 2 episodes to start with. So it's just over a month's time. So I guess we'll wait and see what they've done with the show. Now I am going to say that I don't think this is going to be a version of Heir to the Empire as in the book. I think there will be some similarities obviously with Thrawn being in it, but I think it's a very different story. I don't think they've just taken this story and swapped Ahsoka and Luke around. I think it's going to be something completely different. The way I keep talking about it is The Winter Soldier. The film is very different from the comic, although it does have some similarities in the idea that Bucky is the Winter Soldier, and Captain America finds out about it. Well, Steve Rogers finds out that his childhood friend is still around, but now is working for Hydra. But the story told is very different, and I think it's going to be the same with this. This is not going to be a one-to-one adaptation of Heir to the Empire. There probably will be some references beyond just the name drop of the book, and maybe some other things will pop up, but I think it's a completely different story other than that. And that's fine, because if Disney did a one-to-one adaptation of Heir to the Empire, then I wouldn't be doing my own. And I'm enjoying working on it, and I know we've got chapter 23 has been released, so we're getting close to the end, and it'd be nice to finish it. So yeah, I'm happy with the way that's gone, because I want to keep doing my project, and I wouldn't be need to if they did it. So that's it. Back to work on Heir to the Empire now. Take care, and may the Thrawn be with you.